As always, we have our analyst with us, Chef Jeff 3000.
Yep. I love you 3000. And can I just say it is, it's a bit nostalgic to be here
I
with
know.
part of my originators.
Let me
Yeah.
flip my hair backwards.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Oh, he's bald, by the way.
No, this is a tattoo.
Nice one. Chef Jeff, good to have you back.
Thank you.
And then we have James Silas in the building.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jeez.
wow. Oh,
I felt that
Mazino,
in my
you know.
spirit, in my
You should have
soul.
warned me.
Oh,
And,
sorry, but I would definitely.
James once again had a post on his on his Instagram. What
So
was it
Mazino has been
about?
trolling me, everybody. You all take
Once
note.
again,
He has
food.
trolling me.
Food.
No, it was the dance.
It was food.
You'll be
No
talking
problem.
about his food post. You won't talk about my own, and I'm the
I don't
chef on the
understand.
show.
I am
I don't
telling you.
understand
I
anything on this show,
Listen.
honestly.
I am
You
so
gotta be trolling
sorry.
I
me.
enjoy your food post.
Yeah, I know you were falling religiously for
I
Valentine's
was
Day.
going to say,
That
I'm
was
sure if you check
yes,
your
I
posts, you
did.
see me every
I saw you
single
every
I follow you too,
day.
Chef Jeff. I know you're doing something with Katie Prime, who's a biker, by the way.
Yes.
So I follow you. I
Yes,
follow
that's
you.
coming
I
up on
love-
Saturday.
Oh,
Yes.
really?
More
Nice
just
one.
about that
Just
towards the
showing
end.
Guys, if you're not following Chef Jeff, one of the things I find fascinating about his page is that it's not usual food you see all the time, and it's really proper like cuisine. And I'm like, what is this?
Thank you.
This
Thank
one
you.
Very creative stuff.
Very creative. And
Thank
then
you
you see
very
the names,
much.
the combinations. I'm thinking, what's it? How to taste that? I
You know,
mean,
that was 4 days of me just having six hours sleep in the entire 4 days for Valentine's Day. I did everything by myself, so
yes,
it was
I noticed
nice.
that as well.
Yeah.
Well done. And
Thank
please
you.
share the money.
Thank you.
Because I know you made some money. All right, Lagos, if you'd like to share your thoughts and opinions on the show, please go on to Twitter at Smooth981FM. Use the hashtag Grapevine981. On YouTube, we're streaming live, so see us there and say hello. You can use the live chat option. Smooth981FM Lagos is the channel. Subscribe. And finally, on WhatsApp, you can please send us a message on 0809 444
Yes, indeed. Let's go on with the first. Are we
Alright.
reviewing something today?
Yes, we are. So we're supposed to have a special guest. Let's just tell you. Well, we're not in usual Grapevine fashion.
Mhm.
We'll tell you when they're late. Unfortunately, they are not punctual. Let me be polite. Let me
They
be
will say
nice.
traffic.
Yeah, but traffic
It's
is
very
actually
unpredictable.
quite bad here today. But we'll be reviewing two songs. Well, one song and hopefully an album. The first one is a music video. It's Highly Get to Me by Janine. Now, Janine is Janine Elizabeth Cunningham, and she is a Jamaican singer. Any patois? So, did I get that right?
Wagwan.
Okay,
Let's
listen
take
to
a
that
listen.
song.
You're gonna like this later.
Love it.
Hey, hey, hey. When I saw it, I actually like the video. I like the. We're going back in. I wish we could get to the chorus, but I love it highly. Janine, she's Jamaican. The video is simple. Janine, okay. It's a very, very simple video, but let me let you guys do your talking about it first, please. Go ahead. What do you think, Mr. James?
Yeah, I think it's a very brilliant song. I mean, this is the first time actually, coming across this artist, Jan 9. When I saw it, I was wondering, who's this one?
I thought Jai Ho.
J-Ho.
And then if you watch the video, the way they wrote her name, it doesn't you don't see it as Jan 9, but I mean, back to the song. First of all,
It's very conscious.
very, very, very
speaking
conscious.
for women and
Yeah.
how we as men appreciate what we see when we look at women.
When we look at women,
we
yes.
appreciate them for who they are as a person, or whether it's a sexual thing,
Mhm.
or whether we treat them less than. Whether we treat them subhuman. So it's very conscious. I actually like it. I like the art behind it. I like the fact that she's
Yeah.
just, I mean, I'm not going to paint my face
Yeah.
to attract your attention.
Yes.
I'm a person. And
Yeah,
that's the first thing
there's a
you should see.
simplicity to the video, and I love how it just begins. It just gets you right from the very beginning. This is from her fourth album, and actually, you can see a lot of people are putting a lot of conscious thought into the names of their albums these days.
Yeah.
Because her album is called Note to Self, and you can clearly tell that this is a message that she's telling us, and tell other people as well who've been through that experience or probably going through it at that point in time. And yeah, it was fantastic work. Like, I really want to take time to listen to more of her stuff, because she's not just a singer, she's a poet.
Yeah.
And this is
Exactly.
poetry
Totally agree with
right
you.
there.
Nice one, nice one.
Yeah.
Do remember now 0809-444-0981. We can have your say on here as well. Also get up on Twitter. We are at Smooth91FM. You want to hashtag Grapevine981. That's hashtag Grapevine981. What are we moving on to?
All right, so let's go. Let's touch on some stories. Let's leave the album for
Mhm.
our August
The EP actually.
Oh, EP, yeah,
Yes,
EP,
exactly.
Thank you.
All right, so well, let's look forward to this. It's this Friday. I don't know about you guys, but I can't wait. I'm a huge Tubaba fan. Not only does he rep for FTT, hey, but he's also been in the business for long enough for him to be called an icon, an African icon. Why are you raising up your
Excuse
hand?
me, sir.
Yes.
Please, what's FCT?
First sound. Oh,
Oh, right.
You don't know-
Sorry.
oh,
sorry.
We'll approve your visa
Uh,
later. Because I know
There's
Chef Jack
only
is
one
going there.
flight. There's only one flight to Festa.
My husband is
If you miss
FCT,
it, you check, oh.
Yeah, I'm
Really?
FCT by my
no, so but he never mentioned
He
it.
has
No,
a
you should-
lot
you
in
should know
common with
FTT.
Mazino.
It's
They are
not,
both from the same
it's not
place.
by marriage you be
Mm.
FTT. You have to have lived the
Heck,
grind with us.
No, the way she just said it, my husband is from FTT. I don't know.
It's okay,
So he has
it's
always been
okay.
saying first to you, Abi. Now you know. When you get to ask him again.
We are Agoda people here, so you know.
Oh,
Yeah,
But it's not real far from first you know?
No, but we
I beg, I
don't
beg, I
know.
But
beg,
it's
I
still-
beg. Agoda
Okay,
is
I
in
remember
Lagos.
Aguda is actually far.
Agoda is in
Reviewing where I'm
Lagos.
from.
Is it really?
Festac is a country.
Aguda is really.
Let's review the stories, guys. So, Nigerian legend, as I was saying, Tubaba will be releasing his 7th studio album called Warriors this Friday, the 28th of February. Are you guys looking forward to it?
absolutely.
What are you
Of course.
expecting then, Ayo?
I'm not that disappointing.
Nah.
But I think apparently that's not even his song.
Wait,
so-
Amaka,
Is it song?
wait, Amaka or
Is it
Chiamaka?
Peruzzi's?
No, it's his song. It's on the track list.
Oh, it's on this.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
No, but there was
really?
a big
Yeah.
argument about whether it was his song or
Yeah,
was
so
he featured
that's
on it.
cleared now. But in a lot of occasions, a collaboration like that,
Yeah.
they can both have it on their
Mm.
On
albums.
the album,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that one. And of course, it's Tubaba. I'm really excited for him. He's 40 years old now.
Mhm.
He's still doing
It's more than 40.
Yes,
now
oh
at
yeah,
this
he's
point,
doing
yeah.
brilliant collaborations. I like the fact that Tubaba, has
Mhm.
tried to keep himself fresh and
Relevant.
relevant, particularly with he's not competing with younger talents. He's
Mhm.
actually trying to work with them, and I think that's definitely something to applaud.
I
So
think
they don't feel
that's. Yeah.
threatened by him. They just
Yeah.
feel like he's an enabler, and
Mhm.
he's still very relevant. So congratulations.
I'm just worried. I just hope that he sticks with his sound, basically. You know what I mean? Because if he goes with the mass market of noisemakers, then that's another story entirely. But otherwise, yeah, looking forward to it. And if Amaka disappoints what the theme is going to be like, then I'm all for it too as well.
Listen, I doubt that Tubaba can be anything other than Tubaba.
Yeah.
So you don't know.
Because
Sometimes
he's-
people switch on you.
No, I
Some
mean,
people will
he's gone
switch on
too
you.
long to switch. He's not. A,
Yeah,
he's not going to
uh,
play us an MI.
Who was it in Port Harcourt that we were just talking about? Why did you bring this nonsense quality out recently? I can't remember somebody else.
I know this is
Yeah.
long overdue, but I haven't been on Freshly Pressed on the Grapevine in 4 years. But when MI released his last album, I'm an MI fanboy, but I wasn't very impressed with the last album because it went all trap. And I'm like, this is not MI that I know. I will defend MI from here to the moon, but on this one I couldn't. When he released Chairman album, I sat down in my living room. I told you about this just by myself. And at the end of the last track, I found myself applauding to nobody, no audience, but it was so sublime. That was great. But when he's made that switch into the last one, I can't even remember what it was called. I'm sorry, I'm your guy, I'm your friend, but no, it wasn't it for me. But Tubaba, I doubt that he will ever switch up on us like that because his unique sound, the way he sounds, there was one guy who actually almost kind of
Yes,
Yeah,
there's a
yeah.
guy
What was
like
his
that.
name? But he didn't last very long now, did he? But
True.
Tubaba, definitely, his sound will remain. He's always been so since day dot and will continue to be so is what I believe. And I'm looking forward to this album. It's going to be called Warriors, so it's called Warriors. And I'm impressed that that track, Amaka Disappoint Me, is actually making it
that's
on.
nice.
I actually am because brilliant. 3 years old, but still
Still
fresh.
very, yeah.
Still very fresh.
Unfortunately for me, every time you tell me your name is Amaka, I just bust into that song. Mazino has had to endure my singing. So
Yeah.
off air, I sing to every and anything.
Yeah, she's got echolalia.
No, I don't have any echolalia. But another thing I was going to say is that one of the reasons perhaps why Two Face's sound may not change is that he's quite dynamic. So you listen to a Two Face album and you listen, get the vibe and get the feeling, and then you listen to African Queen and you listen to, do you understand? So they're different, he flows in different areas. There's the fast, the slow. Perhaps I'm trying to think what genre of music he hasn't quite done yet. I mean, for someone who was able to do a collaboration with Victor Olaya,
Yeah.
that's, it shows how dynamic he is. So it's difficult to put him in one box and say that this is how Two Face
Right. Right.
sounds.
Sounds.
Right.
Yeah.
And then for Mazino, the guy you were trying to talk, you
Yeah,
just
yeah.
mentioned is Joel.
Joel,
That's the guy that
where
comes from.
is Joel?
He's around, I think.
He's
Where?
also
Gotta
FTT,
be
by the
around.
way.
Oh, really?
Just
Yeah.
I'll just put it in there.
You know that
It's
the
okay.
distance from here to the moon is shorter than from here to Festac.
It's okay.
Joel, where is that guy? Okay. This is not on our list, but I wanted to talk about this because you guys are gentlemen in the studio here, and you guys
Okay.
didn't miss the Wilder and what's his name?
Oh
fight.
yeah. Fury.
Now there is the jury is out on what exactly it meant because the Gypsy King, which is the what we'll refer to him as from now,
Mm.
had his gum guard. It was green, white, green,
Green,
and
white, green.
Nigeria written on it. Now, what was that? Was that a message to our AJ or not? I don't know. Where do you guys stand on this?
Just maybe.
Ayo doesn't like boxing, by the way. Just to let you guys know.
Maybe that's a message to our age. It might just be because after a while, I started seeing videos of
Mm.
him. Okay, one video actually of him with Naira Marley and one other Nigerian artist. So it might just be that whole I love Africa, I love
Fancy.
Nigeria as well.
Mm.
And then when I saw that thing the first time, I didn't watch the match live. When I saw that thing, I just thought maybe it was
Coincidence.
photoshopped.
Maybe
Yeah, I
that's
thought so too.
he's
you
trying
know.
to do his own Shoma B thing.
I don't. Yes, I saw his gloves as well. I think it was green.
It was green and
So
white.
it might just be for him to say, okay, gathering support or love for.
You're sure there's no Niger ancestor somewhere?
There's there's a possibility,
He's
you know.
gypsy. There,
But
well,
I think it was cool, and as much as I, still I was rooting for.
Yeah, we know.
Do you understand for a while? But
for
when the
Beyonce.
guy beat, so I think the matter of see what happened with Tyson and what's the other guy's name?
Who's that now?
Did I say Tyson? Anthony Joshua and
Uh-huh.
Mhm,
the other guy.
mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
The other guy. Of course, that one beat him the first time,
Yeah.
and then second time,
Rematch.
Yeah.
rematch. And this is the same case. The best person has to win every time,
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
Whatever the case is.
But today, or rather, was it yesterday? He said, "No, it's my costume that was
Yeah.
heavy.
So,
I couldn't.
Excuse
I
me?
couldn't. It was too heavy." I'm like, "Yeah,
I
right,
beg you.
dude.
Yeah.
Good luck next time at the Super Bowl when
Yes.
you're performing." Oh,
Mm.
sorry, that's the other lady.
Wow.
Mazino.
Wow.
Well done.
All right, so thanks to Ebuka Bona on YouTube. He says he mentions Joel as the guy who sounds like
Yes,
Two-Face.
Joel.
Thank you very much. MI from Akoka says Tubaba is one of my favorite Nigerian artists of all time. To still be this relevant after 25 years has to be studied by these young cats.
Faculty.
Please, Mazino, add Ayo to the FTT WhatsApp group. Thank
We
you for looking
induct
out for
thee
me.
Hey.
As Festac by extension.
I'm, the
Hey.
first, I'm FTT first lady.
Hey, they'll come for you.
Ah.
All right, now let's move on to some. It's been a while since I've ever talked about Nollywood. It's a very funny terrain for me, but Chiwetel Ago, that's everybody's favorite Igbo uncle who wants to steal your father's land.
Wow.
He's come out to tell that please beware of the news that you're hearing about town. I am not ill. Apparently there was a picture of him. I don't know if it's actually him or if it's a different person, because the person actually does look like him without the weight, without the what we are used to seeing him as. And they said, oh, please pray for our icon movie actor who is going through hard times and need your help. But he's saying that please disregard that. I'm healthy, I'm okay, I'm still thieving people's land up and down and swearing for their mothers, so please disregard that. But hey, guys, what do you think? What's going on here?
Fake news.
Fake news, that's it.
Yeah, if the guy's gonna come out, because we get this every time now. I think that's one of the downside of social media. Some guy, random guy, sees a picture somewhere and then writes,
Yeah.
and from there it spreads.
Yep.
You know,
All
Very
our
bad.
forwarded WhatsApp messages telling you to drink garlic so you can cure the coronavirus.
do you know?
Aha, there you go.
I know. So it happens, you know. So we have to be careful. And thankfully, he came out to speak for himself
Yeah.
and say, "Oh, I'm good," because I would have. It would have been very sad to actually.
Yeah, we don't want to lose that.
No,
we
we
hate
don't-
him, but we don't want to lose
Look,
him yet.
I don't. I can. I have a lot of his say. Like you watch any of his movie, there's something new. Udinaja. He just has a lot of things to say. I don't know where he gets those things from, but it's fantastic.
Why does he
I
have
like
to
him.
kill people's fathers in every? Is it? Well,
I
let's
think
talk
the-
about his roles or his stereotypes in these Nigerian movies. I've
Yes.
seen quite a couple of them, and he plays the same guy all the time. Now that brings the question: our Nigerian
Directors,
directors,
script
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 writers.
writers.
Do you write the script for the person or the person for the script? Because it will seem like it's the person for the script. Okay, we will have to
Yes.
tell, and of course he'll be stealing your father's land. Oh, yeah, cry.
Mm.
You know
Mm.
that kind of thing. So I don't
Yeah,
think that's
but
why Nollywood is not. big on
I
the table.
hear that people that actually control that industry. I mean, sorry if I'm wrong, but that's usually the marketers. They want XYZ to be in the movie. They want it to be like this. Don't worry. And for them, if it's not broken, why fix it?
Did you watch Bling Lagosian?
I did.
It would give you an insight into what some movie producers face or
Yeah.
screenwriters face. Well, even though it was done as part of a movie, it also showed what they were going through with regards to they will not buy the movie if they don't see some particular names
Yes.
on the poster or some particular faces on the posters. And so I was going to ask a question to answer your question, and that is, which movie or which Nigerian arts celebrity, actress or actor has not been typecasted? Which one?
True.
You see Adesu, I know his love story.
Yes.
You see who else again? You see Jim Ike, you know they will fight and he will speak for them.
Arrogance.
Arrogance, yeah. Or some girls will be tripping over him. You see who else?
RMD.
Peter
R&D,
Doche is the king of
Loverboy.
stereotypes.
Yes, and father-in-law as well, or the old chief in the
Yeah.
village. So tell me, even the new ones are very being stereotyped, and they hate this. to
Yeah,
be
what about
honest.
Follow Storms?
Follow Storms is
Those are the
dynamic.
new age ones. They are the new ones.
Yeah, the new
I had to
ones.
plug that in there.
We're talking about stereotypes. I think it is now time for us to go on break. We'll be right back. Very poor Peter Doche there.
Something's wrong with your head.
All right, it says interswitch now. It was verb before. What's going on?
It varies by switch.
Oh.
Okay, so we never change our programming for anybody. What if he doesn't come?
No, we're
We do
going to
reviews
do it.
first.
Okay.
Yeah,
No, because what happened, it was a suggestion by me. What happened last week was we reviewed it.
and then the person,
We spent time reviewing it, and then the person came back, and then we had to go back to it again,
have
where we
conversations.
could have talked about.
Yeah, but that's
other
why we
things.
discourage them from coming late. But if we keep
Okay.
saying, "Oh, we'll do it when they come,"
All right, no,
No,
then
no,
they end up not
no,
coming.
it wasn't when they come. So what he had said was that let's review it second, and last
To give him time
yeah,
to
give him
come
time. So
in.
the first one, that said, if it doesn't come in before the second, we'll do the first thing and come back from break. So as if we're
Exactly.
starting. So even if it doesn't come back from break, we wasn't waiting for him.
We weren't really waiting for him.
So now does it? Can
not
it
yet.
still make the show?
Is that it
And
is
usually,
Yeah,
this
once
is the time
they're
mark
done,
that we give you.
Yeah.
If you're not in now, you
Mhm.
can't come in.
Autant. All right, so we will we'll review it now.
I went and got dressed for
And
nothing.
Yeah, maybe.
You know?
if I hope I'm not mistaken, isn't it the second time that we're actually
For him.
I was going to use him to sell marketing.
Val that remember. Isn't it Val that is the second?
the second one is
I told you I don't like that guy.
No,
Yeah?
not me. It's me. It's me. But
I don't like
I
that
didn't have
guy.
anything to
He's
do
very
with the
arrogant.
arrangement
But
of
it's
having
very
him.
bad now.
I don't know, it's not even fun.
That's how I say to Mazino was telling
My opinion.
They
My
told me
opinion.
they
I don't have to
were
like
perfect.
You
everybody.
don't have to. You don't
I
have
don't. I don't have to like
Because it
everybody.
just shows you're professional. It's very bad.
Yeah.
Because I put it, we tagged you.
What
Even
next
we
time?
tweeted it.
So I did actually twice.
And then you just see like, that me a bit cold.
Yes, saying them on the way. But
They
Where
are
are they?
looking
Yaba?
At least this is not the Tiwa Savage instance. We're like you remember the
when we're gossiping about it last time.
Yeah. Okay, that was mad.
After
though.
she left, right? That
Yes,
was
now.
after she stepped
Yeah,
out.
after she
yeah, after she left. After they had farms with her and
In the case
everything.
of Ayole,
I've not
people are
farms with
wicked.
Yanya.
So will you tell him like I don't like it?
Me? Ask Chef Jeff, I would.
No, there's
I've
no
done
need
it
to
before.
say
I'm
it
not
now.
no, there's no need to do that,
There's no
but
need
It's
now.
don't put it
unnecessary.
past me to do it.
Yeah, we know the word class Mazino. You can.
Please, Daddy,
Wow.
stop.
Wasn't
I like it
can't.
though. I like it though, but
You can't. You can't.
I heard credit.
Eh?
I
You can't.
I can't.
It's coming. You can't. In fact, I'll bring this up again. Yanya, Mazino has to-
Studio, let's go. Oh boy, behind the mic is so fun. Why can't we make that the show? Actually, it's on YouTube, so you want to catch it on there. A couple of things that shouldn't have been said were said. So yeah, I think I just got myself into trouble. But welcome back inside the Grapevine right now.
I see people running to our YouTube page.
Duo.
Rewind, drag.
All right, so we're expecting Yaya, but unfortunately he isn't here. But we're not going to not do his music because he's released an EP. And there are a couple of tracks on there that I think Legos has to hear, and I'd like them to because I have a couple of things to say about this. We've got two that we're going to talk about. But first, let's talk about Believe, which is this one right now. Stay tuned. We'll be right back to review it. Where is that Believe?
Actually, you're supposed to review just 2 songs.
It's Believe, not part of them.
Yeah, Believe.
Believe and Over You. Yeah, I know. Okay, let's come back. Studio. Welcome back. So that's Nyanya off his EP For Your Love. This one's called Believe. What you guys think? Classic Nyanya or no?
No, this is not classic. Yeah.
It's not? Okay.
Yeah, I
What
mean-
is classic Nyanya first? Let's review that.
Mr. Oreo.
Yeah, I can say
Oreo.
all I want is your wish.
No, not even
It's
all I
Iggy,
want is your
it's
wish.
Iggy.
Not even that one.
The Tiggy.
Not even that. No, not even that one. You know, you need to listen to the album too. Yeah, he has. I think Desire. He's also had.
So is this him shifting from what we were?
And so
used to?
there's a level of growth in terms of
growth, okay.
how he's delivering the songs now. But when it comes to I think the lyrical content, the quality, production, yes, but the message, the
So
message.
there was this,
He's done better than this in the
okay,
past. Yes,
okay.
do you
I
understand?
think so.
Oh wait, he's
Yes.
done better
Oh,
than this
yeah.
in the past. Is what you
Yes,
think?
Yeah,
that's
he
what I
does.
think.
So which one would you say he's done better than what he's just produced?
I'm talking about Desire, the album Desire.
Yeah, I was desire.
I'm trying to remember. Is that was that the last album? Would you remember?
I need to
I can't remember right
to
now.
be
I'm
honest.
so
I'm not
so
saying.
sorry. but-
We're still expecting if you can still make it do, but I wouldn't say in the past that I've been a big Nyanya fan.
Oh, I've been a big Yaya fan. You see,
I
Yaya is
I
actually one of my
really
favorite
like
singers.
him, yes.
For
I
me,
really
this
like him.
is like I can't identify this as being a Yaya. This could be something very generic on the
hold
radio.
that thought. Hold that thought. Listen to this one. This one's called Over You. Because of what you said, we'll come back on this. This is the one I don't identify as Nyanya at all. Now listen to the
Which
production
one?
of this. This one they try to get that international appeal because
Yeah.
it goes into I don't know the genre, but listen to this.
But this even comes close.
Hang on a second.
But still, there's something.
This is not classic Nyanya. You get me?
This was how it started.
Thank you.
They don't know
Thank
how.
you.
Yeah,
Thank
but-
you. Now I'm going to say it so that they think I'm brilliant.
Yes. No, but I was going to say, now why did you give them
Now listen to this
Oh
part.
my
Listen
God.
to this part. See this part.
I love this.
See?
Yeah.
All right, studio. See, guys, that right there, that what you're listening to right now, that part of the song. Now, I was just saying before the mic came on that this is not classic Nyanya. This is very, very different. And I'm saying it's not what I'm used to, the Etigi and Oreo and everything. And then our where's she? She's gone.
She's
She
like
said,
she's in hiding.
Yeah,
this
sure.
is how Nyanya actually started.
She stole it from my mind. I was going to say that. And Tunde is saying the same thing. So when you guys were going class, I was like, let me talk. Let me just get to
You wanted to aura us.
I was like, you know.
You waited
that-
too long.
This was the Inyanya before he says to go commercial
Yeah.
and start
Yeah,
singing
yeah,
the popular
exactly.
songs.
And I think
Yes, so I really liked. Funny enough, I didn't know Inyanya when he was on Project Fame. So Tunde, thanks a lot for taking us back there. But I'd heard so much about this Inyanya that used to do R&B, you know, like
Yeah.
nice music,
Yeah.
and then now he's singing. There's nothing wrong with those songs. When any of
I
the songs,
think
but
when you
This
look
one
at this
shows him as an
album,
artist.
it's like 4 songs on the album, right? And
The
2
EP, yeah.
on the EP,
Yeah.
right? And 2 of them are for the mass market. One is Yaya doing what
Very
he
true.
wants to do, and another one is like half doing what he wants to, and half trying to get that international
Days Gone
tap.
is the 4th
That's
song
what
on
I
the album.
feel.
It actually has this kind of feel as well. I
Yeah.
think I'm thinking it perhaps is the same producer.
Because I've always said for years that when you think about talent in terms of like people that can actually sing, Yaya is the name that I will always throw your way in terms of singing like a Boyz II Men song, not your Shakati Kinko Shoki Kinko thing that's going on right there. So
yeah, but he's been away for a while. It would seem.
Yeah.
So what happened there,
It's-
Mr. Silas?
everybody
where
always.
Go ahead.
Yeah, everybody always has something that they're doing on the side. We don't see lights of Chidima and a few other people, but we're sure they're doing
Chidinma is
something.
doing a lot of flavor.
Yeah, well,
and
they're sure they do.
other things.
Yeah, well, there's other things that they're tapping into, I'm guessing. But he was on the album for what's that movie? We reviewed it on the Grapevine a while back ago. That had the
Yeah.
full soundtrack. What's the name of that movie?
Which movie?
Oh, no.
Yeah, there was a movie soundtrack that was really,
soundtrack,
I think it was a Larry Gaga album, and he's featured on that.
Oh, the one
Uh,
with what's her name? Shay's movie. Was it that one? I'm
Is
not
it
too
Living
sure.
in Bondage?
Living in
too?
Bondage.
Oh,
Yeah,
Living in Bondage.
yeah, he
Okay,
has a
okay.
song on that.
Oh,
Okay, so the last album I was trying to remember for Yaya is actually Appeal to Say.
Apollo.
Yeah, yeah.
That was
And-
very commercial.
Yes,
album.
very commercial, but still that commercial in the sense that some of the songs that were promoted for the album were very commercial. But if you still go in on that album, he had proper
Substance.
records. Yes, that really, 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 showcased his talent as a good singer. the song that you just played now, what's the title again?
It's called Believe.
No,
Sorry,
not
Over
believe.
You.
Over you.
Yeah.
Over you is, comes close to that Inyanya. So you see, I think what has changed is that he now is probably working with more other producers
Yeah,
now.
different labels as well.
The mixing and mastering is different. So sometimes that identity, that vocal, if there's anything, your singer,
You're
the
correct.
vocal identity, sometimes you're wondering, is that the guy? Is that not him?
Let's talk to Lagos. So Lagos, let's let you talk to us. Inyanya is currently. Ooh, come on, man. What if he was in the studio? I'll read it. Inyanya is currently confused, not knowing if he wants to be Bangolo or an actual musician. I disagree
I
with
Same
this.
here, I
disagree.
disagree with
with
that.
that.
Absolutely disagree with
disagree.
you,
I
and
think-
not because he was supposed to come or maybe he's listening.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think now, once you've made the money, you've gone through all that, you now want to be. This is who
You
he is.
mature.
Yes. This
Yeah, you
is-
go
this
back
is-
to what I
yes,
originally
he
wanted.
So what I'm
yes.
still saying is that he didn't even leave that path at all. Inyanya has always pushed albums with those Bangolo songs. But then if you buy the album, I'm saying you still find
you still
Inyanya
find
there.
it.
Like a
Yes.
Shay basically.
Yes, they will do
Yeah.
the Pangolo thing
Yeah.
just for
So
the
this
market.
is the real.
But go to
him.
the
This is
album,
what we
Yeah.
find.
you
Yeah.
find
real.
Inyanya.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love
Abednego
this.
from Ikorodu says the last album was Aplodise. Before then, it was Inyanya versus Desire. Classic song like Jumbolo, Ekaite, etc. You're a fan.
I was going to say, Abednego, you put classic and Jumboleka.
You're a fan. You're a big fan. She was yimming at you, Ayo, by the way.
Yeah,
All
it's
of
you,
us.
Mazino. Look
All
at
of
it.
us. I'm not gonna carry that one alone. All right, now, well, good one, Inyanya. If you're still on your way here, you're still welcome. However, but let's move on now to other stories. You want to help me out, Ayo?
All right, let's move on. Which stories? We have so many juicy stories. We've talked about. Let me talk about my favorite one on
All
this one. And that's a friend reunion is happening.
Mhm.
Woohoo!
So we shared the news with you. I think was yesterday, and we have on good authority that Friends to reunite for one-off special on HBO Max. The cast of Friends is to reunite for a one-off special more than 15 years since the show ended. Mind, despite it being 15 years after, I think every year they still make tons of money from the Friends
Yeah.
episodes. The unscripted episode will air on the HBO Max streaming service, launching in May. A date is yet to be announced, but what we know is going to be in May. The question I was thinking about was, it's HBO Max. Will we be able to see it in Nigeria? That's the most important thing.
There are
for me.
ways.
Yeah, sure, we'll find
Speak
a
for
way.
yourself, bro. We know how to
Don't
find
worry.
Please,
it.
me, I
There
want
are
the
ways.
ways. Please.
They're
Who
also
said it was
they're
illegal?
also
What are you talking
legal.
about?
I don't
They're
understand
also
that.
legal.
Please, I beg, adjust your halo.
Yeah.
I feel attacked.
If you want
I
to see
mean-
it, just let me. I'll hook you up.
What I love is that they're reportedly each coming for 2.5 million each. And I think this is going to be a fantastic thing. I think they've all been putting up the same picture, except for Matt LeBlanc, who plays Joey. He put up a picture of the old cast of MASH, and they were like, no, that's not, that's the wrong
nice,
picture.
nice.
So obviously, Joey is the clown, not the
Yeah.
really not the smart one. So it's going to be great. But I want to see. This was a show that you were eager to be a guest star on a regular basis.
They had
It's
everyone
going
from
to
Bruce
see
Willis to
Van Damme,
everybody
Dave,
was on.
John Williams. What's his name? John Williams.
I don't know.
But
everybody was on it.
Yeah.
Robin Williams, Billy
Williams,
Crystal.
yeah.
Everybody was on it, and so it'll be interesting to see who also they bring back, like Gunther. You know,
Yeah.
you know.
Gunther had a spin-off that didn't really work. It was based on his coffee shop. But
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
talking about spin-offs, they all had spin-offs.
Yeah.
But not all of them were successful.
Not all of
Successful.
them, no.
I think the least successful was Lisa Kudrow, but she happens to be my best friend.
Actually, no. Lisa Kudrow had two very, very excellent shows. Actually, one in which she was like this struggling actress trying to come back into things. Another one where she played a psychiatrist who was just
were
up
they
front.
successful? Joey
Yeah, they
also
were very,
had
very
his-
successful.
tried his hand at
Joey
his own
was
show
not.
called Joey.
Yeah,
was-
Joey
Two
didn't
seasons
work.
didn't work.
Courtney Cox had
Cougar Town.
Yeah, which I thought that show was horrible. I don't know how that thing lasted so long. Matthew Perry tried with a lot of guest stars
Now-
here and there.
I'll tell you something about Matthew Perry. Out of everybody, he's the one who's matured the most because he's gone on to star in other shows. Like he's very picky about
Yeah,
what he's
yeah.
on. But he
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
on, I think, The Good Wife, and his roles were so. I thought they were beautiful.
And he's done fantastic movies as well.
He has actually. It's such a different. You see him play the clown in Friends, but then on these other shows, he's a very
More
serious
serious,
character.
yeah.
Serious
And you're like,
character.
Can he do that?
Another romantic thing somewhere along the line.
Yeah.
So that movie with
Yeah.
Salma Hayek
Yes,
a while
that's what
ago.
I'm thinking
Yeah,
What
about.
about
you on that same
Jennifer
page.
I love it.
Aniston?
Jennifer Aniston.
Ah,
that
but
was
of
that
course.
was that
But of
one.
Oh yeah,
course.
she was.
Yeah,
I think she's
mean,
probably
like,
the most successful. Out
Yeah.
of one of
Hey,
them.
Yeah.
for her was X-ray transmitted.
Yeah.
process.
I was going no. I refuse it. On behalf of every
Mazino.
woman listening to this show.
Wow, Mazino.
Wow.
Can you turn off the mic?
Don't mind Mazino.
Wow.
She worked hard for herself.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just had to put that one in. It was in my arsenal. I had to put it in. But I can't wait to see them all together again. Who's your best friend?
Oh my
It's
goodness.
like saying choosing is your best
I'm
child.
Phoebe.
Yeah,
From
Phoebe.
the ladies, Phoebe. From the male side, I'm
Joey.
not too sure.
Who's
It's
Joey?
like
Who is Joey?
Joey or Ross.
Ross,
I
I
don't
was
know.
gonna say
It's
Ross
Joey or
is-
Ross.
Ross.
And I've actually met David Schwimmer. Actually, was very yeah. He was in Chinatown in London, and like I was like, oh my god, there he is. So I went to go and say hello, and I was so starstruck that I didn't realize like he was talking to Simon Pegg,
Whoa.
because I knew for a fact that he was filming Run Fat Boy Run at the time. So it just didn't click that you should look at the guy next to him right now. And
Wow.
so, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I will shake your hand after.
Did you get the picture?
Yes, I did.
Oh,
No.
wow.
Did I? No, I didn't.
No
I did get I
You
got an
bloody
autograph.
liar. You're lying, Jai.
I got an autograph because I was on the way to see a play with Daniel Radcliffe at the time. So I was like, okay,
Just
cool,
drop
stop
the
all of
name.
them.
Who else?
What reminds me of a situation. One of my former bosses. He said he had an opportunity to take a picture with Michael Jackson in South Africa, and then the guy that took the picture.
Oh,
now
took a
the flash.
selfie.
So no, it wasn't. It was no flash. To know it wasn't bright. So
Oh.
there's no way you can actually prove to you that it's Michael
Oh,
Jackson.
dear.
So and then the guy now said, "Okay, take me yours." And I said he purposely just stayed there and then was taking the floor, and nobody gets anything. The guy knows himself.
All right, let's move on now, real quick. I think this might be our last story, but let's talk about Harvey Weinstein. He was found guilty of rape in the Watershed case. Found guilty of sexual assault, including rape, capping a stunning downfall for the former Hollywood mogul. This has been, many will say, long overdue. It's been in the media for so long, but finally, is this justice? 24 years or so? What's 25 years in prison? Worth it?
I hope that it actually is the full 25 years and not say like 100 hours of community service and just 2 months in prison, because money talks.
Yeah.
So yeah,
He is rich.
Yeah.
He is Hollywood.
yeah,
Let's
like almost literally.
I'm glad you mentioned that with regards to, because his lawyers have said they're going to appeal, and of course they're going to probably appeal the not just the guilty verdict, but also even if they cannot contest that, they'll try to reduce the amount of years he spends in jail.
Mm.
I do hope, and I do think because of the media attention and the focus, it will be difficult for any judge to want to play smart or want to reduce the sentence. So we keep an eye on this, and I hope it will serve as as a
Deterrent
deterrent.
to anybody else.
The one I'm waiting for is R. Kelly. We haven't seen.
It'll make
It'll
landfall
land.
very soon. Don't you worry.
You guys didn't do justice to Billie Eilish, last week. Shay,
Well, let's talk Billie Eilish then.
Well, because I'm like, I was like, okay, let's put it this way. She released "No Time to Die" which is the Bond theme tune for the new movie called "No Time to Die." This came out on the 13th of February. Now, what's interesting is that the last Bond movie song was done by Sam Smith, who released "To Die For" from his upcoming album "To Die For" on the 14th. And I'm like, come on now, space
The
it out,
dates, right?
space it out.
Well,
Yeah.
Billie Eilish,
It is Eilish, yeah.
In any case, I don't know how to feel about this James Bond theme.
I love it.
First
I
of all, I'm a
love it.
fan for James Bond theme. I wait for every James Bond movie just to hear the theme. She's almost 18, or is she 18
She's
already?
18 now.
Yeah.
Now I thought that you had to be of a certain caliber to actually do a James Bond theme. In the past, Bassi and the rest people.
Yeah.
Sam Smith, I was like, no, okay, I'll let it go. This is hers, by the way. This is "No Time to Die." Take a listen for just a second. I'm not big on this one.
It'll grow.
Zeno,
Studio, here we go. Now, like I said,
Zeno, it grows on you.
I'm not big on this
It'll
one.
grow on you. Trust me,
It'll
I
grow.
was iffy the first time they said it was going to be her to do the song. Like, okay. But then the first time I heard it, there are elements of it in the verses and part of the chorus that sound like Sam Smith's writing on the wall, which also has elements that sound like Skyfall as well.
Yeah,
But
there's
then
that.
afterwards, you then strip that away. She wrote it with her brother. and you now pay attention to the lyrics, and man, it just has this eerie, charming feel. Like when the movie comes out and they do the theme bit, I'm gonna be like,
We are out of
goosebumps.
time, but I just wanted to say this. I was looking for eerie charming actually, because if you know Billie Eilish and if you've seen her videos, she's got this I don't know, close to gothic type, thingamajig that's still appealing, and that's what I was looking for. But I don't know. It doesn't.
No,
This old
dude,
bro, I think it
listen
has
to this
dark
again.
enough
Listen
for-
to this again, and watch your
It's
performance
dark.
at the Brit
It has to be
Awards.
dark.
Watch your Brit Awards performance as well. Then maybe that might help to get it in for you. But this works, man.
There's nothing. See, Chef Jeff and Eilish. They're like
They're
this.
like this.
No, Chef Chef and One songs are almost like that.
Reminds me of the picture of
Yeah.
what's his name?
Zuma.
Zuma. They're like this.
They're like this.
All right, gentlemen, we have run out of time, but we can't not say thank you very much, Mr. James Silas.
Yeah.
I knew you were gonna do that.
Shout out to Cruz. Cruz, I'll hook you up. Ayo doesn't want, I'll let you. Don't worry, when it ends out, I'll hook you up.
You can follow him. You are
James Silas in social media. Just type James Silas, you find me. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere.
and you can't follow Chef Jeff. He uses Uber.
Wow.
But Chef Jeff.
Find me at Chef Jeff 3000. All right, Twitter, Instagram. Don't forget, I'm doing something on Saturdays to get your bookings in.
Oh, boy.
6-course dinner with Katie Prime, and yeah, don't miss out. Don't miss out. Don't just be a viewer. Come and be an eater. Let me put it that way.
So I had to just say something because really paining me. So I dressed up because Yaya is coming to.
Oh.
Same here. Same here. Same here.
Oh.
Same here.
I'm just.
I
gonna
can't.
say
I can't go to the market like this.
Yeah, I said,
We'll hold him
I
to
was.
it.
I was going to say he's going to
Yeah.
help sell my
I
market.
can't believe you guys.
You
If
owe
you are
us one.
listening.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds
it was
good.
one.
All right,
Me
ladies and
too.
gentlemen, Lagos, do stay tuned. Coming up, Lagos Talks right here inside a smooth breakfast.
Ayo, I hope your husband is listening.
I have to go to the market. I can't be going like this. I have to go on my
I didn't
change.
dress up for him. I dressed up because
Oh, excuse me.
Picture, and then
It's
you
the
post
same
it.
thing.
You post on his
We're
Facebook.
saying
Exactly.
Don't look like the house
Exactly.
help. Everything.
Exactly. Like, I can't.
I'm
Are we
so
still on
angry.
it? Are we still on
Just
YouTube?
the eyes. I'm so
I
angry.
can't believe you haven't helped me sell markets
Honestly,
here.
at 12 minutes I was ironing. Taking closer.
Wow.
I'm so pained.
I don't put this on for just anybody.
Are you ready for that photo I wanted to take?
Oh, the photo we denied her because of Yaya.
You see your life here.
I won't be sweating my life away like this.
You want to
Okay, everybody, let's go outside. We're taking this picture anyway. Chef Jeff.
Yes, let's
I
take a
think
picture.
Yaya likes it or not. We're going to shine.
Don't mind me. Very annoyed with him.
That's a quality data
Oh my God.
experience. It's unavailable for some. Well,